Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Eton. This is the Elite Executive, and I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First, we'll go over features. Second, I'll do a size comparison. Third, I'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the Eton Elite Executive. These sell for about 120 to 130 bucks. I'll have links down below. Check it out. It's a really good radio with a ton of features. So let's check out what the features are. Left-hand side of the radio, we have an external antenna jack where you can add in a long wire for shortwave, FM, and airband reception. Here we have a switch for DX and local modes. Headphone jack for headphone listening and stereo reception. Down in here we have a DC input of 6 volts. Note polarity, they actually supply you the AC adapter with the radio when you buy it. Not bad. We have a metal speaker grill here on the front. Behind this is our little speaker. I think it measures about 2.5, maybe, about 2.5 inches. Got Eton logo there. It says Elite Executive. I love it. Pretty much they just changed the color. We have a really neat display. Amber backlit, and you have adjusting brightnesses, which is nice. So you can turn it off. Low, medium, high. We'll leave it on low. As you can see, it has quite a bit going on there. If I tilt it, you can see there's an alphanumeric display. You even see DAB. That's for the Europeans. It's not on my radio. This is a US radio. But local time, signal strength meter, which you'll see when I turn this radio on. But quite a bit going on with that screen. Very informative. Keeps you in the know. All right, so I'm going to bring this down a little bit. We'll go over the buttons. All right, so starting off from the right here, we have our sleep power function, the lockout button. We have 7 function buttons. This is pretty cool. When the radio's off, the first 4 set for alarms. So you have the ability to turn the radio on to a buzzer or radio 4 times. It's pretty neat. The function 5 key when the radio is off is to set your 9K 10 kilohertz stepping, and that also allows you to change the FM bands anywhere from 64 to 76 to 87 to 87.5 to 108. So it's pretty nice. The F6 button, when the radio's off, it sets the tuning here, this auto tuning, it sets it to stop when it finds a station, or to delay for 5 seconds, or to do auto tuning system. It's kind of nifty there. And F7 is your set charging mode. So this thing charges, I believe, at 100 milliamp hours per hour. So if you have, say, 2,000 cells in there, nickel metal hydrides, you set your time to 20 hours to charge those batteries. It's pretty basic. Let's move on over here. You'll notice this says time zone and line in. This adjusts so you can listen to line in or line out, because we have that on the right hand side. I'll show you. We have a copy paste function for your memories, which you get 700 of them, by the way. Yep, 700. That's structured kind of differently. We'll go over that. Down here we have the erase function. We have the light I showed you, and of course an edit function. A numeric keypad for direct entry of frequencies. We have our band select buttons on the bottom there. FM, airband, long wave, medium wave, and then meter bands for the shortwave band. Neat setup. I like that. Already shows you reset. Page time sets the page. Sets the time, and of course selects the pages. There's 100 pages of presets and 7 on each page. That's how you get 100. And you go up and down to select those pages. And of course, this is your tuning up and down. If you notice, we have some wide and narrow buttons. This is for your bandwidth controls on shortwave, medium wave, long wave, and airband. And of course, when you're in FM, it can toggle on and off stereo mode to mono mode. Down here, we have some interesting things. We have upper sideband, lower sideband, RDS mode when you're on FM, and then RDS down here to show different information. And then we have a synchronous detection and single sideband mode button. Kind of a lot going on with those 2 buttons. And of course, I told you about the auto seeking. Right inside of the radio, we have a notched tuning, and it clicks inward to change fast, slow, stop. We have an analog volume control, and there's our line in, line out. Top of the radio, we have our antenna, you can see there. And then we'll flip over to the back so you can see a better shot of that. That extends out to 31.5 inches, and it has a little elbow to clear the side of the radio. As you can see, it says magnetic buttons. This comes with a leather case that kind of covers it in storage. Kick-out stand shows us our frequencies. So get that up close and personal. There you go. So there's your FM coverage. Like I said, it goes all the way down to 64 to 108. You can set it to that. There's your AM coverage, 10 kilohertz stepping. Full shortwave coverage, 1.7 to 29.9 megahertz. Long wave, it shows 150 to 285, but that's not the case. You have full long wave coverage as well. And then, of course, there's your airband. Runs on 4 AA batteries. Has a kick-out stand, so you can, your normal, this is pretty tight here. This, I'll just turn the radio on. This actually will open up. Just, there you go. It's got little felt spots there, but yeah, nice little kick-out stand. I like that. And of course, our battery compartment. I have alkalines in it right now, so I won't be charging those. Hinge battery doors, so don't lose your batteries. But you can run the nickel metal hydrides and charge them, which is nice if you don't have a separate charger to charge them. I always take mine out and charge them separately. I just like that. So we can't get this to fit. There we go. Tight fitting. All right, so let's go ahead, do a quick size comparison so we get on the band. Bring this up and spend some time on those features. So it's got a competitor in the market, and it's a pretty good radio. So you have your Eton Executive Elite, which is a fantastic radio. I'm going to keep plugging it. You also have this one too. This is a D808. A lot of you guys know this one, XH Data. As far as quality of buttons and feel, I like the Eton better. As far as reception, they're fairly similar, but I think the Eton does outperform the XH Data in my area. Now, it could be vary for certain people, but I do enjoy using the Eton at home more. This is actually a little bit more smaller and more lightweight because it runs on a lithium battery, 18650. Audio is similar. I do like the audio on both. And I do like the fact this is easier to carry with me when I'm on the go, but if I'm at home tuning, I'd rather have the Eton out. And I actually use an Eton Elite all the time, every night. So to give you an idea, I like it that much. I own a couple of these. So but there you go. There's the D808. And then we have, I don't know, a little Skywave hanging out. CC Skywave. For comparison's sakes, this is ultra compact shortwave radio. You can get the single sideband version. That's great and everything. It has no weather alert. So if you want on the go, this is the best way to go, is a C-Crane Skywave, because you can see just how small that is. And of course, 2 batteries last just 70 hours. Love it. And then of course, last but not least, we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves Etons from China land. Yes, they're made in China, like everything else. So zooming on down, but you can see there the stack of cards pretty much covers the speaker area. There you are. Awesome. Okay, let's get tuning this thing. So off to my left, I have a Turkey Advantage passive loop if we need it. I don't think we will. Move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and turn this on by hitting the power button. Okay, I must have tuned up here. Let's so get to the bottom of the band. We'll just type it in. Let's see, I believe you just type it in 520 and hit the band you want to go to. All right. So as you can see, we're in fast tuning mode. Weekday, we're on Monday. Our current time is 11:02 a.m. That's Central Daylight Time. We're near Chicago, Illinois. Our battery life, our wide narrow filter. So they got 4, 6, 3, 2.5, 2. So that's what we have when we're not in sync and not in single sideband mode, which you can use in the evening. During the day, I probably won't use it. Most radios, quick little primer for medium wave listening or AM broadcast listening. It uses the internal antenna, which is a ferrite bar wrapped with a coil of wire. It's very important. This internal antenna picks up the nice long wavelengths that medium wave travels on. You don't use the telescopic whip. That's used for shorter wavelengths, the smaller ones generated for the VHF, FM, and the airband. Now, the neat thing about AM broadcast listening is this horizontal orientated bar, that ferrite internal bar I told you about. You have to turn that towards the broadcasting station to improve your reception. I'll show you that with the next station here. So There's actually a station here on 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. As I turn it to the north, we'll be picking it up.
I mean, going into the extra overtime, I don't think they could have been able to. You didn't think they would be able to survive? Here's go for the win. You got a great 2-point play. You got a multi-functional, multi-dimensional.
So there you go. You can see the difference now that I move it away.
Legs, arms, and the day.
Reception dies, so definitely directional on that station. Some stations are super strong. It doesn't matter where you push it, but definitely this one helps.
Right there. Injuries to that secondary. They were shredding you in the fourth quarter.
So there's a signal strength indicator. I think it's signaled around 2 or 3. Let's see if we can't boost that. And what I mean by boosting it, you get a Turk. I got this Turk Advantage passive loop. I put it perpendicular to the radio. It doesn't need batteries. And it harnesses the electromagnetic waves, and it directs it to the internal antenna of the radio. So we're going to tune the loop antenna. And you can see I've gotten some extra gain there on that strength meter. There we go. Oops.
They're not a legitimate threat to win a Super Bowl.
All right, let's keep doing it. We got a lot to go through. So I'm going to keep that loop off the table so it doesn't interfere. All right, next station will be 560.
Roadwork delays, Glenwood Dyer Road to Glenwood Lansing Road. That's traffic. I'm Jim Calamonte. On AM 560, the answer.
Dennis Prager starts next. AM 560 Weather Center forecast with Cheryl Golden.
560 WIND Chicago.
With winds gusting past 40 miles per hour, high 31.
So I can turn right here and go slow.
About this disease.
And these buttons down here are fast tuning. And of course I can keep going slow. This is nice. You can have your slow tuning here. If you're trying to get off station just ever so slightly because there's an interfering station, usually in the evening. So let's go back.
Variant, as we just heard from the governor, Omicron. While the Delta variant is still here in Illinois, health officials believe it's like.
Here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, about 150 miles south. Now I'm putting the radio north, but this horizontal antenna doesn't matter which way as long as it's orientated to north or south. It can pick up any south station and any north station. So when you're trying to ID a station in the evening, people like to DX or search for those hidden stations out there. I still find new stations, believe it or not, with my radios. And it's fun. And then you just got to figure out what direction you're pointing the radio. And sometimes it helps you figure out what station you're listening to.
I should note the WHO's chief scientist.
So yeah, did I mention this is 150 miles away? One of the farthest stations we'll pick up.
But we're still waiting on a more definitive statement. And because we want to avoid speculating about that, which we do not.
Directional. Let's change that back to fast. So we're picking up WKZO Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles to my east, which is that way. And of course I could bring a loop in, clarify this real quick. And we're going to zip up the band some, so. There you go. It's a huge improvement. You own a radio like this, you might want a passive loop like this as well. I usually have links for both. The serious viewer here is going to want both, definitely. Fantastic radio. All right. So here's another, this is a far station. This might be farther than 580. This is 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is 175 miles to my west. I love this gorgeous screen. This low setting looks really good. If I angle it down, it kind of, you can see my room, but it's got a nice readability to it. When you read it like this, on higher settings, you might see all those extra things that don't mean anything until you use them. All right, keep going. 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It'll improve as I turn it.
Right. It was amazing stuff, and that's one of the reasons we brought you in, other than just because you're cool, but and you love bourbon. Yes, is the fact that this incredible documentary has been.
WMFN, Eton, Illinois.
It took forever to fire Jim Boylan.
670 The Score, home of the Cubs, WSCR, Chicago.
And the most obvious person to be fired. But they
Full
did
strength.
it right. They hired the top person for...
Shop thousands of holiday decor items in our Christmas market. And right now, during our Home for the Holiday sales event, you can save up to 60%.
So here's 720 WGN, Chicago.
Get great deals on a new hot tub.
It's got a bright sounding speaker, not a lot of bass, but I like
And
that.
always get our lowest price. American Sale, helping you bring the fun home.
For details.
Now it's 11:05. Hi. 11:11 on WGN. I asked you, what did you do over the
So my
weekend?
time's off? I just said that.
Xfinity on the go report.
Maybe their time's off, who knows? Okay.
City West, Arizona. It's a relatively new parish. So, Debbie, we got underway last night. We have 2 more nights to go.
Here's 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
I just want to thank the fine folks of Prince of Peace. You guys are awesome. You just have
Time off, flexible shifts, continuing education, and
WBBM Chicago,
$150,000
780.
plus earning potential.
News Radio.
If you're a plumber who wants to work in a
Old Time Radio, Monday through Fridays on the weeknights, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you can pick up WBBM Chicago, tune it in, enjoy some old time radio.
That's blackdiamondjobs.com. I look forward.
The whole structure of modern life was impressed into this royal.
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois, about 40 miles away.
Opportunity was limited by monopoly.
Okay, the music there is 860 WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, about 52 miles to the north. Neat thing about this station is it's low power. It's a 400-watt station during the day, and we pick it up with this radio no problem. It's a very sensitive medium wave receiver. And for those, again, who don't know what medium wave is, it just means AM broadcast band.
You all are miserable down there. Look at this utopia we have in New York City. Come here.
Here's WLS Chicago.
Utopia. But he doesn't, the ballsy. The ball...
I'm going a little quicker here.
Easy to wear. My personal fave is the Legend sweater. Easy and relaxed without looking slouchy. Everything with the fairy.
Here's the Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So this winter, and not to get something out of it, not to, make them
WBKM, Relevant Radio, out of Sandwich, Illinois.
to be generous and to want to express our affection.
Some music on WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Depending on time of day, this comes in nice and clear.
Let's face it can get harrowing either way, right? It can get, oh man, do I choose this one or this one? And there's a...
So here's 950. This is WNTD, Relevant Radio, Chicago.
Sight of, honoring the person. That's...
About this book, it sounds complicated, but it isn't really that
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's a lot of young narrators.
The one that was high, the first one was Dalton's fault. He threw that away from his receiver, going right.
3 and 4 were his fault.
He was going right to left. Yeah, that was his fault for sure. The Komet one wasn't his fault.
No, and Bob, you're right.
WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
I mentioned the Mooney one, and I don't think Stink...
I deszczowo może padać jeszcze do godziny 1:00, później będzie przerwa i widzę,
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
zapowiadane opady deszczu.
Okay, 1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Okay, the loop will probably help with some of these distant or harder to get stations. There we go. You can just pick this up. I think he said Motown and more. I think he did. 1060 WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 100 miles away.
5 years, they'll be the
Not bad for a nice subfloor basement. WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin on 1070.
Madison timed the 20th straight bowl appearance for the Wisconsin program. Wisconsin women's basketball team.
So there's music on 1080 WNWI, Oakland, Illinois.
El amor de los amores. El santo de los
Here's WXES. This is used to be what, WMBI? If I got that right? Yeah. So WXES, Chicago, Illinois. They used to have music, but now it's, I think, more of a religious programming.
To pay attention to this from the rest of the country, because I can hear our friends.
Here's WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Texas, in Nebraska, in the Dakotas, in Idaho, wherever. All the red states.
Jay, about spending some time in the grassroots.
1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian radio out of Chicago.
The opportunity, the privilege to serve on Governor Abbott's task force to reopen Texas. And
see, it's pointing at 90 degrees away, and usually it nulls the station out, but this is such a strong station, I'm still getting it. So the next station will be 1180, the Squirrel, WSQR. Let's see if we can see them.
Choices for yourself.
Footwear, giving shoes as a gift this holiday is more than just fine.
No squirrel's gonna pop up. Only time I put the squirrel in is if there's music playing. They got cool music programming here, WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The squirrels are in your neighborhood.
And my husband.
So if I want AM radio music listening, I'll tune into this station.
How about Nike court sneakers?
Ooh, how about for my pre...
They do have a lot of commercials, though. Oh. Almost passed it up. WRTO, Chicago. I like how that rhymes. 3 kilohertz setting is really nice for the bandwidth. I like how it changes, that little symbol. If you notice how that little symbol changes. It's kind of nice. WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
A very small amount per chicken. Yeah, you have a lot of chicken, so it adds up. Right. You have chicken.
Little farm town, WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. They over compress or something because they always sound distorted. WSBC, Chicago, Illinois. It's on any radio. Yeah, I've reviewed this radio before. It's been a couple years, though, since I've had it out. So I'm kind of glad to bring it back out and show it to my new viewers and existing viewers. It's just a great radio. You guys know that. That was a hard station to get in. This is Milwaukee, actually. WSSP. So you can lower it down to 2K and see if it can help. This is WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles.
Watch your kids, you don't have to pay for an admission pass.
Here's WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
We do have the Hagler Mansion passes for $6.
Picking up a hint of music there on WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Can a loop would help, but running out of time, so I'm just going to zip up the band. WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
System, digestion, skin, and coat within 3 weeks.
Love all the commercials. WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin. I guess that's how we get free radio, right? No internet fees required. Except to watch this YouTube video.
That contribute to overall good health. Adding a scoop of
unless you're getting free Wi-Fi somewhere.
the
love your pets as much as I do, you'll...
Okay. Steal it from the neighbors.
Necessarily feel like an outlier, right? Like a lot of guys move, but it's interesting to note this. Jalen Hurts moves around a lot.
1330 is WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
Moves around a lot. He's regressed.
It's time now for the Trading Post on WLBK. Trading Post is a free service available to individuals who would like to buy, sell, or trade items for personal use. Persons offering products and services and home-based businesses are not accepted. Please limit your items to...
Home-based business? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I guess I'm considered a home-based business. I want to buy a radio off the radio, though. I mean, what?
Turn down your radio. Call now at 815-74...
But I want to buy a radio, guys.
Email your items to WLBK, T-Post at Nelson...
They can't stop me from buying a radio.
Mail items to WLBK Trading Post, 2410 Sycamore Road, Suite...
It's pretty cool. So you can buy stuff off the radio. WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
And now the Trading Post on WLBK.
Catchy little tune.
And it's so quick. I think they in the mood for another one of those.
Okay, we got music on 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Man, that shopping thing has got me going now. Home business? What? Maybe they think they're like eBayers or something. I don't know. Okay. Go right from rap to gospel. 1390 WGRB, Chicago. $1,400 WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. Good song.
Box 847-931-1410.
More shopping radio. Yeah.
Let's take a look here and see what else we have available.
I miss the old girls. Sounded nicer. WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Nothing against whoever this is in case they're watching my video. I just missed the old girl that was on here. Or younger girl. I'm not sure.
This one up. We still got available our Elgin location for Village Pizza and Pub, located out in Elgin. This is a $10 dining certificate. We're giving it away today for $5. That's 5 on that $10 value.
Sweet.
Located
Pizza time. I don't know if I gave the ID on the 1410. I think I did, but it was WRMN Elgin. This next one is 1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. Got music going.
70% off everything. Discover covetable gifts for everyone on your list.
1440 Rockford, Illinois is to the west.
And more from $14.99. Find your nearest store or shop online. Only.
Hispanic station just coming in is WRLL, The Real. This is Cicero, Illinois. The only reason why I know that is because somebody told me it changed, so I looked it up. I don't listen to it. So. It's a pretty unsteady signal. WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. There you go, Iron Country, country music, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. So, yeah, I get quite a bit during the day. This is great. We got Rebel Radio, Heavy Metal, WPJX, Zion, Illinois. All different types of music on the AM band. I love it. No idea what they're playing, though. They play good music here. 1520 WLUV, Loves Park, Illinois. Just barely picking up WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois. Going a little quicker. WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
내 경례에 다시 없을 것이며
WCGO Evanston,
보리라 내
Illinois.
성문을 찬송이라
Some people want me to check to see if this comes in during the day, just in case. Alright, let's keep going.
Travel Advisory Radio operating on 1620 kilohertz AM for Monday, December 6th at 11:14 a.m. Attention motorists, following across from the track.
So you got the date and time. It's nice. It's Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois.
Road to Wadsworth Road is 18 minutes. Foresters is proud to sponsor the Relevant Radio studio line. For information about
Relevant Radio, WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
visit relevantradio.com.
This will be an evening station out of Iowa. I think it's same with 1660.
Oh my God! If we don't end up in jail after this show, I have no idea.
Here's the zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm really disappointed that Dick Allen,
And WBON, Chicago, on 1690. So cool. We're almost done. So yeah, the neat thing I wanted to show you was the preset mode. You go here, and you can access your pages. So you can go up and down the pages here. So I can name them. Okay, it's page 00, and it goes all the way to 99. So you got 100 pages of 7 presets. Now you can see this one has 3 presets on there. If I go to the next one, radio waves, it's got 7. So if I hit one of these buttons, it'll take me directly to those stations.
That routine.
The way he often came.
It's flashing, telling you you're on that station.
from fading over time, and
2 words. It's anchored by the word think.
Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town. There you go. Okay, cool. We ran out of time. So yeah, I wanted to show you that you can change those pages by hitting the memory mode, and you can name them. Todderbert, Iron Man. Okay, cool. Off. Radio's off. Come on, not on. All right, so there you go. The Eton Elite Executive during the day. Hope you like this. 2, of course, if you're not subscribed and you love Eton Radios and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of deals and videos for sure. And 3, comment below what you think about the Eton Elite Executive. Is this on your want list? Do you have one? Do you enjoy it? Let me know. I'd like to hear. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.